Somewhere on your website right now there's a contact form. Maybe it's the only thing standing between a visitor and a real paying customer. And there's a good chance it's quietly costing you leads every single day, and you don't even know it. I'm going to walk through 5 ways your WordPress form might be losing you business right now, and exactly what to check today to fix each one. Problem number 1. Spam is burying your real leads. Let's start with the most common one, spam. If you ever opened your inbox to 15 submissions and only one of them is a real person, you already know this problem. But here's what most people miss. It's not just annoying, it's actively costing you leads. When your inbox is full of garbage, real inquiries get skimmed past, marked as read, or just missed entirely in the noise. The fix isn't complicated, but it does need to be deliberate. A form with proper spam protection, something like an invisible challenge that doesn't slow down real visitors, should be catching the vast majority of this before it ever reaches you. If you're still manually deleting spam every week, your form's protection isn't doing its job. Problem number 2. Your form is slowing down your page. Second issue, and this one's invisible unless you go looking for it. Page speed. A lot of form plugins load a surprising amount of extra code like scripts, styles and fonts just to render a handful of input fields. Every extra second your page takes to load costs you visitors before they even see your form, and mobile visitors on a spotty connection feel this the worst. Here's a simple gut check. Open your contact page on your phone on regular mobile data, not Wi-Fi, and actually time how long it takes to feel usable. If it drags, that's lost leads. Which brings us to the third one. More than half of your traffic is probably coming from a phone. So when's the last time you actually filled out your own form on your own phone, start to finish? This is where a lot of forms fall apart. Fields that are too small to tap accurately, drop-downs that behave strangely on touch screens, submit buttons hidden below the fold. Every one of those is a visitor who gives up halfway through. If you haven't tested this yourself recently, do it today. It takes 2 minutes and it's often genuinely surprising. Problem number 4. Leads fall through the cracks after submission. What actually happens after someone hits submit? If the answer is an email goes to one inbox and that's it, you've got a single point of failure. That inbox gets missed, that person's on vacation, that email lands in spam, and the real lead just disappears with nobody ever noticing. A form that is actually working for your business should be doing more. Confirming to the visitor that it went through, notifying the right person or team reliably, and ideally logging every submission somewhere you can always go back and check. So a missed email is never the only record that a lead existed at all. When I set my own forms up, that's the first thing I check. Is there a fallback if the notification email fails? In my case, Ivy Forms logs every entry automatically, so even if a notification gets missed, nothing's actually lost. And problem number 5. The form asks for too much too soon. Last one, and it's less technical, more psychological. Every extra field on a form is another small reason for someone to abandon it. A lot of sites ask for a phone number, a company name, a budget range, and a project description, all before the visitor has any reason to trust you. Conditional logic is the fix here, showing extra fields only when they're actually relevant, based on what someone's already answered, so the form feels shorter than it technically is. It's one of those features that's easy to set up and easy to forget to actually use. In Ivy Forms, that's a toggle, not a project, which is exactly how it should be. So 5 things worth checking today. Is spam actually being caught? Is your form slowing your page down? Does it work cleanly on a phone? Is there a real fallback if a notification fails? And are you asking for more than you need to upfront? Any one of these on its own might not seem like a big deal, but add them up across a few hundred visitors a month, and it's the difference between a form that quietly works for your business and one that's quietly working against it. If you want to see how I set all of this up without needing to touch a line of code, that's exactly what the rest of this channel is going to be about. So stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.